Hey, my friend, what's going on? Keder here on a beautiful, beautiful day, my friend. Today is actually phenomenal, man. We're gonna have a really, really powerful webinar today. So, thank you for all of you that's coming to this webinar and that's gonna be watching. I have one special guest. I mean, this guy is really powerful. He's really amazing. I've met Nate Obryant for about a year now. Since Miami. I mean, this guy, what he has done in this industry has been totally amazing. I've seen people in this industry for over 10 years and they have not been able to hit his record. So really, I want you to pay attention tonight. Whatever that you have going on right now, whatever distraction that you have, turn it off, turn off Facebook for about an hour, because what we're going to be bringing tonight will be purely valuable inside of your business. I mean, taking it from me, who's been doing this stuff for a while now, we've been able to build a lifestyle on the internet, never have to go to work, never have to answer to a boss. It's been phenomenal. But what we're going to be teaching you tonight will take it to the next level. You might be someone who's struggling inside of your business right now, and you've been looking for a breakthrough. You've been looking for something that's going to help you crush it, help you to really live the lifestyle that you want. You want to make this big money, this big commission. So tonight, get your pen and paper ready, because it's going to go down. And I can't wait to see what this guy has to offer. And all I can tell you is get ready, because I know I've seen all of his students getting massive results on Facebook. I've seen him, helping a lot of people get to the next level, guys. That's the main goal. If what we're doing right now, we can't help other people, at the end of the day, man, our job is not completed. So the main key is to be able to help someone else see what we're doing and help them produce the results that they want in their lives to get to the next level. So with that being said, I'm not even gonna go. You guys probably already know this guy on Facebook and see him all over. I'm not even gonna go. He doesn't even need an introduction, because you guys might have seen it anywhere. But anyway, Mr. Nate, man, how you doing, son?
I'm good, man. I'm good, just hanging out.
I see a lot of people's coming through right now. So guys, if you're on the page right now, just go ahead and put in a comment. I'm gonna ask who's live with us. There should be a little button that says add a comment. Just click on it. We'll just ask who's live. Let's make some noise, So go ahead, Nate, man.
Cool, man. I have a couple. I'm trying to see how I can. Is there a way I can do right here, huh? Is there a way I can ask questions on here, or?
Yeah, right at the bottom of the video, where it should say something like "Ask your questions," for the presenters.
Into the chat.
Yeah, right at the bottom of it. Not on Google though. You might be on the. You remember the second page that I sent you, the one that says "Live with Nate," .marketingtrainingbuffet.com.
Oh wow. Okay. So I need to have that one open too.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Got you.
Yeah, you just pause the video on that, and you should be live on there, and you should be able to ask questions. And people who's live with us, they'll be able to see it.
Okay, perfect. All right, cool. So I'll pause it. All right, cool. Let's do it, man. All right, welcome out, everybody. It's definitely a pleasure to be on a hangout with one of my good friends, Keder, someone who's taught me in this industry. Definitely gave me one of my biggest breakthroughs in February, hanging out with this dude. He's a genius. From my, I guess I was scared. I was scared of. I guess I could say I was scared of high ticket. I was scared of everything. And I just remember Keder. He sat there and he said, "Nate, you sell, and you believe. And he told me you believe in yourself." And so since then, last February with Keder definitely blew my mind. Along with Mike Williams and Jermaine Steele, them three just literally changed my whole business from just hanging around these three. So it's definitely a pleasure to be on this hangout. Let's get into it. I know there's a lot of people on here, and there's a lot of people interested in learning high ticket. I want to ask a couple of questions. I think I asked in here, but they respond on the other one, right?
No, you can ask on here, and they should be able to respond on the same page. They should be able to just click on the reply button. If they are watching, they should be able to just click on the reply button. After you ask a question, it will populate it on the page, and they should be able to see it.
Okay, cool. My first question would be, who's interested in crushing high ticket sales? Okay, so yeah, I should have got that one right. You guys can see it?
You know, Nate, if there's a lag on this one, man, we could definitely just do it on your Facebook wall, because I know if there's anybody who's not on Nate's wall, maybe you can just add him as a friend, or however you want to do it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Let's go to my wall. For those who are on my Facebook, I think it did post.
Right, I see it over here. All right, guys, if you're on the page, just look. Maybe you might have to scroll down or somewhere, but I just said me. You know, definitely, guys, let's get some interaction going. I see a lot of people coming through. A lot of people's on the webinar right now. I mean, this guy you're watching right now, he's really crushing it online. You know, congratulations to you, Nate. This guy's breaking hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, of course, income disclosure, if you're just getting started, we're not promising you you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars in a month. But we're telling you right now, you're speaking with someone who's literally crushing it online, and the advice that he's gonna bring you tonight is going to be really, really, really powerful for your business, guys. So.
Thanks. Okay, I think I know what it is. I think it's my computer, so I don't think it's the system. So people replying, but I can't see because my computer's tripping. Like Jonathan, Sherry, Rose, Cormier. Like I see people commenting, I just can't see it. So I'm just gonna take it as in these people are interested. Or if can you see what they're saying, Keder, on your side?
Yeah, I could see Mike Williams say, "Yo." Let me check to see.
Okay, never mind. Now it's coming through.
Yeah, there might be a little lag in this system, but either way, you know, if you have any questions, I could look on the page for you, or you can ask. You know, if anybody's replying a little bit late, maybe I'll just throw that in there for you.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna ask one more question, and then we'll kind of just get started. And I just like to ask this question, just to see where people are at. And my question is always, what is it to kind of create their expectancy? And so the reason why I do that is because when we can speak things to an existence, we end up meeting that need that we require. And so my question for you today is, what brings you here? Like, why are you on this particular webinar? What are you looking to get? What are you hoping to take away from this? What are you looking to apply to your business model? Okay, perfect. Yeah, here it is. It's working now. What up, Mike?
All right. See, I see a couple of people coming through now. Can you define that? Crushing high ticket sales. Someone just said that. Can you define that, Nate? So I'm sure we're gonna go into that right now.
Okay, so pretty much like high ticket is, we're talking about $1,000 commissions and up, over via internet or offline, or using funnel systems. We just define it as crushing high ticket sales. I'll go more into detail as far as like what high ticket products are and how to create your own. Okay, there we go. All right. Refresh this. Let's see if I can show my screen so I can go into the point. Can you guys see my screen, Keder?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, cool. So we're gonna pretty much get started. I see people are chiming in and people are still getting on. So we're gonna get started because I know a lot of you guys probably still have church to go to, and a lot of people got different things to do as well. So we're gonna get started today. Real quick, I'm gonna teach you guys literally on this webinar 7 steps to creating your own high-ticket products. But actually, my 7-step methodology to what I do to close sales numerous of times over and over again. Literally, this 7 steps is what helped me get to 100K this month alone. Applying this, so I'm gonna give you guys for free the same 7 steps. You can literally leave here today with these same 7 steps, apply it to your business, and you can start making money. All right, so welcome out. First, I want to welcome you out to this webinar. First thing that may come to everyone's mind who does not know me is, who is this guy? Second, why should I listen to him? My name is Nate Obryant. I made over $300,000 my first year online, and I've helped many others duplicate and create 10K a month income. Now, I know a lot of people say, okay, well, where's the results at? Because a lot of people do a lot of talking. A lot of my high-ticket commissions results are this. I think this day I did like $17 or $2,000. I can't remember. Here goes another $1,000 commission, $2,500 commission, $4,100. This is one of my students. She got her first coaching job. She made $1,000 from that. Another $2,000 sales. Okay, cool. All right, so we know that the result is real and that it's happening, but it's not really about me. It's about you getting the same success and you getting the same results, right? And that's the reason why we're here on this webinar, because as a leader, we must understand that if success cannot be mirrored, then it's not duplicatable. If it's not duplicatable, you can't lead. So we're here to help you guys create high-ticket sales inside of your business or create a high-ticket product to your own extent. So in this segment, you're going to learn 3 things. That is, 1, how to create a high-ticket, or what is a high-ticket product, how to create a high-ticket, and how to sell a high-ticket product. It is something that I'm very fluent when it's selling. It has made me tons of money. Today, you're going to be learning the same 7-step equation, how I personally make 5K to 7K days over and over again. All right, so for those who are new, who really don't know, like someone asked, can we define high-ticket? Right? A high-ticket product is any product, whether tangible or not, that is valuable to the consumers, ranging the price of $5,000 or more. You may be familiar with high-ticket consulting, coaching, done-for-you services. The product has to be something that is valuable and priced as so, right? And so if this was something that's interesting in you or something that you like, because a lot of people like numbers, right? A lot of people like $1,000, $5,000, $3,000. It sounds great, but it has to fit the same business model, right? So you may create a high-ticket product that fits in between that bracket of $1,000 to $5,000, but then you may also become a coach, life coach. We have a lot of people now who's coming in our circle who are counselors. They just want to do stuff like that. And then you may want to create a consulting business. And so it's really off of the business model you want to generate the income with. So if you're here, and I'm pretty sure whatever your idea is, it's worth high ticket. All right, so right now I'm going to go into how can you create this product and how can you create this same 7-step formula and apply it to your business. Well, step 1 is always going to be, no matter what, finding the target and the issue. The first step to set up your own high-ticket product is figuring out what your high-ticket product is. You do this by mapping out your ideal prospect, map out everything about them, the age range, the male or female, how much they're making, what they do, etc. Then you want to look for the worst problem that seems to be bugging your prospects. All right, so what happens a lot of times is you have a lot of people who want to create a product, especially in our niche, who want to create this product and they want to become a god of this niche in a sense, but they want to make a lot of money. And the problem is there's no demand on what they want to create. And so because a lot of people don't know search and demand, that they mess up a lot of times, or in other words, supply and demand. And what I mean by that is you cannot create a product where there's no buyers. And so whenever you're creating a product, there already has to be buyers in that same niche. And so it would not make sense to create a product that's like, watch my dog do backflips and curse people out at the same time, right? There's no actual need for that. But if I create a product that says watch my dog do backflips and land on one foot, there's a need because people are always looking for dog tricks. And so what happens is people create products and they don't realize that there's no demand for that product, so their product ends up flopping. And there's nothing better but to create a product that already has a buyer's list. You must understand that if you do not have a foundation of your business, it's kind of hard to just come out of nowhere selling something. So step 1 is always going to be creating that foundation, which is finding your target market, in that issue. And so I tell people a lot of times, whenever you find out what you want to do, if you want to be a life coach, if you want to be a counselor, if you want to be a pharmaceutical owner, if you want to be a marketing coach, you understand that niche has buyers. We understand that. We've already established that. We know that, right? But the second part about that is we need to understand, what is our key selling point going to be? What's going to make us differentiate from everybody else? What's going to make us look so different from the next customer or the next owner? And so what a lot of people don't realize is that sometimes we focus on copying somebody else's product and demeanor and the way their business model looks, that we forget wherever they're messing up is where our selling point is, which brings me to the issue. Whenever you can find the issue of a marketplace, that's where you're going to always sell off. And my last product, and one of my products right now, my mastermind, I taught people how I brainstorm my products. I taught them how I break down everything down, how I create my issue, how I take my issues, how I make my issues my high selling points, how I use them for my lead generators, how I take my lead generators and I create them into $1,000 commissions. And so somebody went and applied it. He found 3 things that was bad, and he found 3 answers for that. So right, it was find the issue, find the solution. He found the solution, he made the solution into his framing, into his product, and he made it his main magnet. After he used that for his magnet, the man made $4,000 in 24 hours. Because what did he do? The same issues that you may see about somebody's niche and product is the same issues that somebody else sees. But what you have to realize is those same people is looking for the solution. So whenever there's a solution, people normally take heed. People normally buy, right? And so the first part is just nothing but research. You have to do proper research. Money is in the research. If you think about it, if you was to ever build $1 million company, it's not going to come off of you just thinking of something. It has to have proper research. Things have to make sense. Things have to pile together. So step 1 is always going to be find the target and the issue. It has to make sense. Research, look and listen to what people tell you, see how you can be the solution. Usually the issue is not hard to find. With just a little communication, ask the right questions. For example, sometimes I come across people that I will not try to sell until I figure out what the issue is. The reason I do this is because it allows me to meet the prospects where they are. 2, people buy when they know something is beneficial for them. When selling a high-ticket product, your prospects need to know they are in good hands and feel confident enough to pay the amount you're asking for. Having faith that you deliver. You have to know all about their business so that they know that they're making a safe investment. Whenever you're actually doing high ticket sales and you're trying to make a lot of money, and you have to understand that your customer has to feel safe. If your customer does not feel safe, they won't pull the trigger on a $1,000 and up product. It just does not make sense to them. And so you want to make sure that the investment is secure. Number 2 was create the solution, which I talked to you guys about. Create a service or a product that talks about what you should do to solve the problem. Solutions include webinars, ebooks, audio CDs, DVDs, done for you services. After you figure out your product, you then create a name that will be attractive to your targeted prospects. Throw in an offer or bonus to make the deal even sweeter, and now your concept is created. A lot of times people try to build without a concept, and so I tell people, and I use this analogy, is that even an architect has to visually see the house before he can send the workers to build it. And so take that time out inside of your business model to see it first. Make sure it makes sense, because if it don't make sense, it's going to be hard for you to build something that you don't know what it looks like. Step 3 is lead generation. Now you want to set up all your tech stuff, such as your landing pages, the capture pages, whatever you use to make sure that it's a high converting system. At this point, a funnel is always the best way to go. Equipped with autoresponders to create a list and also mail them for future purposes. Also, you want your sales page to describe every last bit of your content in a way that's understandable and leaves your audience wanting more. I tell people always create a landing page that has a free offer. And I'm going to break this down. Why? Is because if you can teach people for free how to make $1,000, then people will pay you thousands to learn how to make 10,000. And so a lot of times you have a lot of marketers who don't want to give for free. But one of the things that people don't realize is that free is what attracts people, right? Free is what gets people attention. Free is what makes people say, okay, I'll listen. And if you don't have an established name or a brand, your best way to get established is to give something for free. Right? You have to be able to give people attention, because I even understand that I've helped people make money for free who's never bought from me, but they've came back and thanked me like, yo, if it wasn't for that free training, I would have made that $1,000. but listen, I'm trying to scale up, so I'm going to come back and buy your training now. And so you have to trust that your training is good enough that it will redirect people back. So in lead generation, you want to make sure you create a landing page, excuse me, a landing page that's going to go to a proper VSL. Before you upsell anybody, before you off the bat just try to say, boom, $3,000 or $4,000, make sure you're giving away something free. Something that they realize, okay, this man's value is worth that price. You want to make sure that people can trust you or woman. Step 4 is driving traffic, right? Find out where you're going to get your leads. Facebook, Craigslist, for example, if you're Keder, who's a beast at it. Once you find out where, you want to find out how you will attract them. Placing Facebook ads, video marketing, email marketing. Market to the ideal prospect you created in step 1, right? And show them how to answer their problem or reveal their problem. Now, this is one of the things that I do have to say. I call people on Facebook, I call people hopeful marketing. And what hopeful marketing is when you make a post and you hope somebody bites. You hope somebody says yes. You hope somebody says, okay, I'll join, right? And so hopeful marketing gets you nowhere, right? Because there's no strategy. There's nothing but you're hoping that somebody says yes. But the moment when you know what your targeted audience looks like, you know what your prospects look like, you don't have to worry about hoping because your prospects will meet the product that they desire. It's all about your prospects meeting the product that they desire. And if you can't really help your prospects do that by doing hopeful marketing, you need to make sure you rearrange your business model. So what I say is if I'm a coach and I want to coach people to financial stability, I need to coach people who have money, right? I can't go to people who don't have money. It doesn't make sense. I'm wasting my time and their time. And so a lot of times, a lot of marketers on the internet, they do hopeful marketing. They waste a lot of their time and they waste a lot of the people's time. And so that's why now a lot of my conversations are with people who already meet the requirements of my business model. And it's okay to create that, and you can't be afraid to create that because the reason why you do this is for freedom's sake, right? You don't do this just because. You do this because you want time freedom. And it's nothing worse than sitting behind a computer for 12 hours talking to somebody who does not meet the needs of your business model. And so when you're driving traffic and you're investing into ads and you're investing into this, right now I would tell you this. I'm running an ad right now, and I'm spending about $15 a day on it. I'm getting 1 to 2 leads a day. Now people would say that's stupid, but these 1 to 2 leads are quality. I spent $15 on that ad yesterday. One person wrote me out of the 2 leads. I made a $5,000 sale, but it's because it's super targeted. It's super quality. I'm doing what I understand my product is designed for. And a lot of times we promote and we become a part of products that we don't really know what kind of people it's designed for. And it's okay to say, yo, my product is not for you. It's for a different person. That's one of the biggest things I learned from Frank Kern is never waste your time and never waste nobody else's time. Let people know off back, if this is not for you, then you should leave. You should exit. So I'm telling you now, before you start driving traffic, make sure you know what your customer should look like. All right, step 5. So this is what happens with me. Normally when I'm dealing with high ticket, sometimes I take people from generating them from a landing page to a free gift to free training to an application. Now, I'm going to show you why I do application. By taking your prospect to an application process, you're going to be able to go in depth with them. Their specific problem is rather than general issues found in step 1. It allows you to build a relationship for you, build trust that you're going to need to get the job done. Applications allow your customers to become intimate. I know it sounds crazy, but it allows them to become intimate and vulnerable. What I mean by that is I get a lot of applications where people take out their anger on their last company, or they take out their frustrations with this marketplace and this niche. But that's okay because that application is designed for them to do that. Because when I get on the phone with them or when my call team gets on the phone with them, I want them to understand one thing is that whatever your problem is, we're here to help you solve it. So your application does nothing but tell us what your problem is. What a lot of people don't realize that the application is where you base your sell off of, right? If someone tells you I'm not making money because of this, or I'm only at 5,000 but I need this, you know what to sell people. Because they're evidently opening up widely to you, letting you know, hey, this is what I need to be sold on. This is what's going to make me say yes. So the psychology behind the application process, it works hand in hand if you understand how to sell somebody. So if they tell you, blunt out, I'm only making $2,000 a month, I'm trying to get to 5, I don't know why, I lack Facebook training, I lack YouTube, I don't know what's going on. You know when you get on the phone, your whole sale is to help them make another $3,000 with Facebook and YouTube because it's what they don't know. Most people don't realize that. Application is a whole process to psychology of sales. And so never be afraid to put an application inside your business model. So have them answer yet more questions. Your questions should address their issues and ask what they expect or looking for, ensures them that their benefit. An application is nothing but questions. It shows you that if they fit or if they don't fit. Step 6 is master phone selling. Now, it's time to, we have to take it to the phones. Now, with every phone conversation, you want to utilize a 3-point close strategy. This is the strategy that I use. Number 1 is, from the application, I identify the pain. Right? The whole first 5-10 minutes is about their pain. The first 5-10 minutes is about, yo, I understand, man. I know that has to be hard. I know that's going, okay, man, yeah, I've been there. Right? Number 2 is I leverage my community. Why do I leverage my community? I'll tell you why. Because the number 1 thing is I'm on the phone because they know that I'm already making money. They know that, right? People understand that. People already know, like, okay, you're making money. All right, that's nothing different. But the moment I start talking about my community who can relate to their situation but now is making money is the moment that people in their mind will start to believe that it's possible. And so you'll find out a lot of people get breakthroughs from a just belief alone. The moment when they see that somebody else can do something, that makes them do it. Not the actual technique. Is the moment that they see somebody else do it, it shows that they can do it. And so a lot of times on the phone, I'm leveraging my community. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about what my students is doing. Rosie, she just did $31,000. Jermaine applied the same training that's in here. He did $31,000 last month. So I'm talking about what's taking place inside of the actual mastermind so people can realize that it's not just me. It's about my community. Right? Because it's never always going to be about you. It's going to be about who you help. And that's why we do what we do, is to help people change their lives. And so after I identify the pain, I talk about somebody who can relate to the story and somebody who's crushing it. And then the last thing I do is I provide the opportunity. And so if you break it down, the mindset is you hit them with the ouch, you show them the Band-Aid, and then you actually provide the Band-Aid. Pain, heal, heal. It's the thing that goes in my mind. You gotta forgive me. I'm into church a lot, so I understand it. But you want to make sure you identify the person's pain, but then you provide the solution to help them at the end of the day. That will make your phone selling very, very easy. Because when a person can confess where they're stuck at, and you can tell them how they can resolve it, 9 times out of 10, the person will solve it. So the last step, we'll break this down. You want to see where they failed at before, what troubles them, and the areas to make it more personal. Notice how every step lets you in closer to a client. This is to build a trusting relationship, not to manipulate, but to try to help people. Connect with their pain, show them that they're not alone. This is where empathy will come into play. The community of networkers, leverage who you are, who you're connected to, building a successful community. 3, provide the opportunity. Last but not least, this opportunity is much more than just a product, but the opportunity is to work with you and be connected to a winning team. Step 7 is the follow-up. So what if they don't buy, right? What if they say no? What if they still don't do it on the phone? What I do is I have a follow-up. 90% of marketers miss out on a sale due to a follow-up. It's always important that you create a buyer's list, establish a marketing list to follow up with. Me personally, I have a call team. So if I get on the phone with somebody and they don't close, which is very rare, I have a call team who will literally call them up in the next 3 days and 72 hours and walk them through an actual countdown, which is more so like a discount, to get them into the thing. Because one thing I understand is that if you can get people to fall into your brand and fall in love with what you offer and what you teach, then you never have to worry about that person buying another thing again, because they will always buy from you over and over. And so if you look at like Nike and Reebok and Adidas, people have spent maybe $20,000 to $40,000 over years buying shoes, and it's because they became loyal to that brand. It's the same thing with your market, the same thing with your business model. You want people to become loyal to what you offer. It has to make sense to them. And so even if I don't close them on the phone, I'm closing them somewhere else. I'm getting them in something. That's the way I think, because I want to show them that my business model is great. I want to show them that my business can show their life, and I want to earn their loyalty. Because if I can earn the loyalty, I'll never have to worry about making money ever a day again online, ever, because I've earned loyalty. So a follow-up you can do is an email list, phone calls, and you can do social media messaging. I'm actually integrating social media messaging right now with my webinars, and so that's actually looking to launch next week. But right now, I do have email lists and I do have a call center. So these are literally 7 steps, man. You can open up today into your business. 7 steps that you can actually integrate right now and start creating income. You can actually create a product from these 7 steps and literally make a lot of money, because these are the same 7 steps I've used to make over $100,000 this month alone. I want to as you guys know, on this webinar, I just want to talk a little bit about what we're doing. I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Keder, can you guys see my screen?
Can I see your screen? Yeah, you good.
Okay, so I want to go here before you guys leave. All right. Keder, can you ask who got value in 7 steps?
Yeah, cool. Got you.
I think it's my internet, dude.
I know some people are gonna have questions, Nate, because a lot of people, some of those people are newbie on the internet, or maybe just getting started, and they might feel a little bit, hey man, I don't know if I could create a product, or some people just might feel a little bit, they don't have the belief into themselves where, man, I can and create the type of results that you and I have been having into our business. So what would you say to those people that's on this webinar and they just feel like, man, I don't know if I have what it takes?
That's okay, cool. So if you're on this webinar and you don't feel like you have what it takes to build a product, or you feel like you're too new, I'll tell you one of the biggest mistakes I almost made in my life. And I say almost because I didn't do it. I got online and I was talking to Mike Williams and Keder and them, and I was doing okay, man. I was busting my butt to make $50 a day, $100 a day. And so I wanted to create my own product, and the reason why is because my whole life I've created something. When I couldn't get into certain gangs, I created my own gang. When I couldn't do my own skateboarding, when skateboarding companies didn't want me, I did my own thing. And so I wanted to create my own product, and one of the things was this dude told me I was too new to create my own product. I ain't been around yet. I didn't earn my stripes. But I will tell you what, I almost listened because I felt like I was too new. But it was something inside of me, and I talked to Keder on the phone one day when he was leaving church, and Keder told me, yeah, man, I think your product's going to do good. It's going to crush it. And even though Keder probably don't know that, but that phone call, it pushed me. And so what happened was I ended up releasing a product, and February last year was my biggest month online. Last year I did $40,000 from my first ever product. And that January I did like $30,000, I believe. But it all came from me launching my first ever product. So if you're a newbie, I want you to realize this, and I told this earlier on my Facebook. I said some people spend years trying to recruit and build a team and not realize that there's a creator inside of them that will make them 6 figures. And I say that because of this. For 4 years, I tried to recruit and build teams, and I couldn't do it. But the moment when I built a product, my whole life changed. And so some people, and I like to use this analogy, some people are team players, but then some people are owners. And so the owners are normally the ones who brainstorm the business strategies and what should take place. And so there's probably some of you guys right on here that has $1 million idea, or that probably has a 6-figure product inside of you, but yet you're probably still trying to build a team and it's just not working out for you. Sometimes you just have to find out what works best for you, right? They both play good parts in life. They're both good. There's nothing wrong with being one or the other. But a lot of times we don't want to create a product because we feel like we don't have that success yet. That part doesn't matter. Because if you look at Steve Jobs, he created Apple without even having $1 million company yet. He sold it off the idea because he believed in it. And it's the same thing with you. If you can believe in your idea, you can create 6 figures off of it. Because it's your belief that makes the product do well. It's your belief that makes it formulate and look the way it should look. And so, with that being said, I actually have a new mastermind. It's called the Webinar Boss. And inside the Webinar Boss, it's a year-long product. What we're doing in here is we're teaching people how to create a product from scratch, from A to Z. I'm teaching people how I brainstorm all my products, how I create my video sales letters, how I come up with my copyright, how I tell my stories, things that I've learned from Frank Kern. I teach people how I create my 100K blueprint, my whole marketing strategy from Facebook to Instagram, from YouTube to Facebook again. I teach people that whole thing. And then phase 2, I'm teaching people how to automate all of this, right? How to create a funnel that converts highly for you. Today, I just had an automated webinar. I don't know if anybody on here was on my webinar this morning at 11 o'clock, but I wasn't on. But guess what? That webinar, from the applications and things that's coming in, is already bringing me over $8,000. So I wasn't there. It was automated. We teach you guys how to do the same thing. How to create an automated webinar to create you that same type of income. And so that's in phase 2, a whole automation. Then phase 3, we're teaching you how to become an expert in Facebook advertising. I'm bringing out one of my students, Patrick Malone. He's going to be teaching some killer Facebook stuff. And we actually got a whole new tool that we're giving inside of Webinar Boss that's going to teach people how to get their targeting down to a T. So inside of this mastermind, you can't go wrong. And the reason why you can't go wrong is because we're teaching you how to create, and we're teaching you how to master what you're already in. Whether you're doing CPA funnels are phenomenal, especially weight loss ones, and the educational ones. Those things are great. If you're in a regular company and you're trying to build a team, a funnel for your team is phenomenal, especially if you understand email sequence and you know how to do it, and you know how to get an appealing audience, and you know how to brand yourself. Everything that you need to become successful is inside of Webinar Boss Mastermind, and we've already launched it. We're 3 modules in, and I think from the people that's in it, we've already seen $20,000 be made from the people that's already inside the mastermind, and we're only 3 modules in. And you know, some people just ain't watching nothing or doing nothing, but from the people who's applying, collectively $20,000 have been made already from applying what's inside of here. And these are things that people didn't really know. So it's a great place for newbies. It's a great place for people who are already in business. It's a great place for people who's looking for automation. Keder, are you there? Did I die out?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was muted a little bit. Yeah, man. Really, really powerful stuff, man. You know, like you said, man, until for some of you that's listening, man, when I came online just like that, man, I was trying to recruit people into my businesses, but I didn't really see a big breakthrough until I had my first product. And just like Nate said, man, it was just something that was getting me results, and I said, man, let me just go for it. And the thing you have to realize with what we're teaching you here tonight is the fact that companies come and go, right? I can build this company and, they're doing well today, and next day they're not here anymore. What you need to realize is that once you create your first product, or once you gain the skill to create a product, you can create hundreds of them. I was actually on a webinar the other day with Russell Brunson. Some of you probably know him or maybe not, but he's the creator of ClickFunnels. And the thing he was showing you is how to create different couple of websites that's gonna make you maybe $47 a day. You have another one that's making you $100,000. You have another one that's making you $30,000 a month. You have another one. So being able, what Nate is showing you here is the ability to create not just one thing that's gonna make you money, but to be able to own something and you are the full owner of it. You have full capacity and full ability to change whatever that you want. That, my friend, is gonna be priceless. But I know for many people, it's the belief level. That's what's missing. With most people, it's just the belief into themselves that, hey man, I could do this. I could just go ahead and create a product. And I think what's missing is not really the belief, but it's being around or having the coaching or the teaching of someone that's gonna teach you, what to do. Because once you know someone else has done it, it's possible. Right? Like Nick said, he's seen people has done it. When I came online, yeah, I was afraid to release my first product, but I've seen people done it, man. And we had one of those months where we made 100K. It was like, what the heck, man? I've been struggling all those years online to make this type of money, and now you tell me that's possible. Well, it's the same thing. I know there's someone on the line who's listening right now, and you're just one step away from your breakthrough, right? You're just one step away from just crushing it and getting your own stuff together and literally crush it, man. So I'm really excited to see what you're bringing into the marketplace and opening other people's eyes, to what they are capable of doing, So, man, let's see. It's 5:45. Let's see if you have any questions, man. I don't know, Nate. Are you done with what you were showing, or you want to show the page even more?
No, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty much done. If anybody had any questions.
All right, let's see if do you have any questions? Guys, the thing with online marketing is sometimes you're gonna get in your careers at a certain point where you feel like, man, stuff is not working, and you feel like, man, maybe I should just quit, maybe I should just give up. If you're looking at your past to not looking at where you're going, you know, where you can get to, you know, you're not gonna get to that place where, man, it's like everything is working out on your end. Because you got to go through the struggle and the pain first before you can get to the next level. And you have to take advantage of opportunity. It's one thing I know for a fact. Whenever I get around Nate and Jermaine, you know, they usually get my mind going where they're going to give me some idea or some stuff they're going to say, or being on webinar with them, you know, some stuff that I'm going to see, I'm going to implement it right away, right? I'm going to take fast action on it, and it's going to produce something, you know? Taking action on one idea, guys. I'm telling you, sometimes people feel like, man, you know, you need 10,000 ideas to make $1 million, guys. All it takes is one idea and your ability to just go and implement stuff. It's gonna be powerful, man. So what I decided to do, right? So on this product that Nate is already released to the public, what I want to do tonight is that for anybody that takes action. And I was telling Nate earlier, man, we want to make it special for you, right? We don't want you to just come in and you feel like, man, you know, though you're gonna find massive value, but we want to make it extra special for you. So for the people that take action tonight, I told Nate, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead, man, and I'm gonna give all of my training with CL Traffic Banana. Some of you know my first product. Well, if you go to my first product, you will understand, hey, it was possible for me to release my first product. So I'm going to give that away for free. I'm going to give my newest product that I have out, you know, with the marketing training buffet. I'm going to give you access to that for free. And I'm also going to give you some other bonuses that I offer to many different people as far as email marketing, copywriting, and understand. Man, you're going to get so much value in this stuff. You know, if you sit down and you go through this stuff, there's information that you're going to get from us for the next 9 months. I can almost guarantee you that you can literally write your paycheck, you know, to a 6-figure income. So that's what I want to do for you. You know, I have so many bonuses. Maybe I should list them on this page, but let's see here real quick. I can't really show you my bonuses here. But what Nate is going to do for you, right? Not only I'm going to give you these bonuses, but I'm going to let Nate let you know about a special price that he's gonna give to only the people that's watching this right now live. Now, if you're watching the recorded version of this, I cannot guarantee you the same price will be around when you take action on this stuff. But for the people that's watching live right now, we're gonna do something special for you. So as I'm gonna go through my computer, Nate, I'm gonna let you take over. Just let them know, you know, what type of discount you're gonna offer them today. Then I'm gonna bring up my bonus page, and then I'm gonna show them some special bonus that I'm gonna, you know, send their way.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So the normal product for this actual the normal cost for this product is actually $3,012. All right. So today, for being on Keder's webinar, because me and Keder are really good friends, and we're hooking you guys up. He's giving you all of his training, right? I'm actually going to give you my Facebook Mastery class, which is $14.97. Which is a killer that teaches you everything when it comes to retargeting, to launching your own ebooks, to running 10 ebooks at one time, and just killing different niches. Also, you're going to get your access into this whole mastermind. And I can guarantee you, I've had so many people come into this and say, Webinar Boss is probably the best training they've had since 2 years. I've heard it numerous of times already. They said they've been online for 2 to 3 years and they've never seen training like this before. And we're really going hard inside of this training. Like, I'm giving my all to see people get the results that they're getting. And I believe that's why my students are crushing it. So for today's price, today if you get in for 2.5, which is $2,500, you're going to get all of Keder's bonuses. You're going to get all of my trainings as well. And that's going to be for the first 3 people. For the first 3 people to get in for $2,500, you're going to get all of that training and all of my training, and you're going to get a bonus coaching call with me on how to have your first $1,000 day. And so that's pretty much like, it's a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer deal. You're getting all of his training, all of my Facebook Mastery training, and you're getting the mastermind and a bonus coaching call on how to have your first $1,000 day for $2,500. Literally, this mastermind has been changing people's lives over and over again, and now people have mastered high ticket sales. And so I'm gonna pass it to Keder so he can show you guys the bonuses that you guys are gonna get as well.
All right, yeah, man, cool, man. Guys, this is priceless. What we're doing for you tonight here is priceless. You know, if you don't invest into yourself, this is the thing, guys. You know, I remember one mentor told me that one time ago. It was a long, long time ago when I first came on the internet. He said that, you know, you have to be willing to, you know, take your pocket and invest, and one day in your head, and one day your head will actually invest in your pocket. I don't fully remember the saying, but it was, you know, let your pocket invest into your head, and one day your head will invest into your pocket. And it was really true. I started buying products, going to courses and stuff that really helped me understand this marketing game and learning it from the best guys. The best thing that you want to do is to learn from someone who's having the results like me and Nate is having. So what I'm going to do for you tonight, when you actually take action, I have some special tools, some special tools that I use inside of my business on a daily basis. You know, for some of you, maybe you don't blog, but I'm a blogger and I make videos on YouTube. And if you're a blogger, you make videos on YouTube, I have this tool here. It's a fresh key tool. I use it almost every single day inside of my business. It allowed me to look for keywords that people are searching for in the search engine. So if I'm gonna rank for something, I'm gonna get keywords that people are actually searching for in the search engine, and I'm gonna get the most traffic. You know, right now I'm getting so much traffic from YouTube. People ask me, how the heck do you do it? Well, this is one of my tools. I am able to see what people are searching for. I don't just do things, you know, just out of nowhere, but just putting whatever keywords that I want. But I know exactly what people want and just give it to them, right? I have this email weapon secret. I don't even send out, you know, if I was to show you guys, I don't even send out a headline of my own anymore. You know, I just log it into this stuff. And I just copy headlines that's been proven to convert at 75, some of them 95%. So I don't try to guess this marketing game. You know, I don't want to be a pioneer. You know, sometimes the people who are pioneers, they go through a lot of stuff. You're trying to figure things out. Like people like Nate, I'd rather just come in and follow something that somebody else is doing, and they having success. Boom, success. Just copy success. I don't need to recreate the wheel, right? I just find something that's working, boom. So this email secret weapon is gonna do the same thing for you. It gives you all the headlines from 2014, 2015 that's been working, that has the highest opening rate for your email, right? Then I have a video assassin course that you can go through, you know, killer headline, that's another one. You know, I still use that. There's a scarcity. So if you're gonna go through Nate's product, you're gonna need to understand how to use scarcity. So this book is kind of a book, and it's also teaching you exactly how to use scarcity inside of marketing to get people to take action right now, not leaving the page or giving them special offer and all that stuff that we are teaching, but it will literally break it down for you. Nate spoke a little bit about, you know, CPA marketing. This tool, I don't even know why the heck I'm giving you guys this tool, but for some of you that actually take action, this tool has helped me. As some of you know, my wife had twins and we was in a hospital. It was time that we wasn't working. So last year, we just had twins, and around December, and I started to play around with CPA. You know, I didn't really get it. People was making money out of it. I'm trying it, man. It wasn't working. But this tool, that was what changed the game for me. This pre-selling tool and understanding how to use it, it literally flipped it everything for me, and I started making money into CPA marketing. And I'm gonna give that to you for free. So you're gonna get access to that and understanding how to use it, and the landing page shark. So guys, there's so much here that, you know, putting to what Nate is giving you and what I'm gonna give you tonight, I could tell you that you will be able to really crush out this business. I don't know if you guys have any more questions, but for those of you that's watching, this is a special deal. You know, for other people that's watching this later on, I cannot promise you you'll get thousands of dollars in materials as, you know, as bonuses tonight when you take action. But, you know, I'm excited, man, for the people that take action. So Nate, if anybody wants to take action right now, and once they do, you will be able to see that in your back office. So they will be able to just connect with you or me or whatever, and we could be able to give them all these bonuses, right?
So what they're gonna do is for the first 3 people to take action, actually send a message on Facebook to me or to Keder, and then we'll do is we'll get you locked in for that special price, and then we'll make sure you get all of those bonuses, and we include we schedule your first coaching call too.
Cool. Look, on Facebook, I have a few people who message me, so I'm definitely gonna Mahara. If you're on this page, I don't know if you can comment on the page, but I'm gonna check up with you. I have a few people that's messaging me, guys. After the webinar, I'm gonna check up and message those people back. But guys, if you wanna learn from someone who's having results right now inside of their business, current results, not anything that was 2 or 3 years ago, because whatever that you're doing right now, if you're not getting results, and this is a way you can maximize your profit and maximize your results. So Nate, I don't know if you had anything else you want to add, man, but all I could tell people, man, is just take action. You know, take action. Let's start making those. Well, just give them an example, Nate. How did you feel when you made your first $1,000? Because I know some people in here, they probably made $100 online, or they made 50, or some people haven't made any money at all, and they just don't know the feeling of making high ticket sales. You know, how did you feel, man?
Oh man, I felt like it was unrealistic. Having $1,000 day from making $1,000 in 2 weeks, it'll definitely make you feel a certain type of way. And so it feels amazing, man. Just knowing what's possible, knowing what you're capable of. I don't know, man. I don't know how to say it. It just feels amazing to go from, like, I literally used to make $500 every 2 weeks or $600, and to know, like, I now make $3,000 or $5,000 a day. It feels like you know your value. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if there's anybody on here who's ever dealt with that. Like, you felt like you knew more than where you were at in life, or you felt like my job is not where my knowledge is above my job. And so I was in that position at a call center. You know, I felt like there was too much creativity inside of me to be answering this phone all day long. And so to see where I'm at in life now, it makes me happy to know, like, I was right. I was right when I took that last phone call and said, yo, I'm done. I'm going with my creativity. It makes me feel amazing, and you deserve that. You deserve to walk into that fullness that you have, that fullness that you desire, that vision that you see. You deserve to have it. And so $1,000 commissions to $2,000 commissions, you deserve to see what that feels like. And for me, it's what I love now. It's just I'm immune to it. And so I think everyone deserves to have the same thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, once you have one, it's like you become addicted. You're like, man, I got to get my next one. And you just keep working towards those. So let's see. I have a question here. You know, how do you stay consistent? How do you stay consistent getting high ticket sales? How do you stay consistent?
Who asked that, Mike Williams?
No, it's John Ball.
Okay. The thing with consistency of high ticket sales is once you have something that makes sense and something that's proven, consistency happens on its own. So, like, normally the only way consistency stops is if you stop. And the thing about a funnel is a funnel continues to go on as long as you're running ads to it. So as long as you continually running traffic and it's converting, you're going to consistently make sales. And so the more you do that, the more your consistency will actually come into place. Another thing is always tweaking. Seeing what's not converting, why it's converting. Sometimes if your funnel's not converting, reach out to the people and see why they didn't buy. If it's just because they didn't afford it, then don't trust it. But if it's like, oh, well, if you would have been offering this, I would have paid it, add those things in and rerun that funnel again. So the more consistent you become is the more that you just stay tweaking and stay thinking. I share this last thing about consistency. Never stop creating. Never be afraid to reinvent yourself, and never stop being an innovator. Those things right there will make you consistent income forever.
Nice. Thanks for answering. Let me see if we have any more questions, guys. You know, as Nate is on here just hanging out, guys, you know, I don't know how long he's going to be in, but I'll let some of you go through and, you know, as you buying this stuff. But for those of you that has maybe questions, if you have any questions about the product, even way before you buy it, because some of you, I understand it's a big investment for some of you, and you feel like, man, I might have questions or whatever. So while we on here, just let us know how we, you know, we hanging out right now. Just let us know whatever question that you might have right now, and we'll be able to answer them for you, you know, because we want you to be able to make an investment into yourself, into your future, and not being afraid, and you know that you're taking the right path. So go ahead on the page and let me know just before I let Nate go.
There's a question right here.
Huh?
Someone just had a question. What if it's a product I sell before for a company?
What if it's a product they sell for a company? I mean, can they make a product towards that, or?
I think that's what he meant. I mean, but if it's a product he already has, so if it's a product you already sell for a company, this definitely works for you as well, because we teach you how to break that product down, how to prospect with it, how to get the right demographics for it, and how to sell it, and even move into high ticket. But outside on the benefit part of it is you get to learn how to create it as well. So we do have some people in there who are promoting like IT products for like the Philippines and whatnot, and so they're using these same funnels and same training and utilizing it for their companies as well. So if you have your own company already, this is a good place for you to be too. It's the techniques and the concepts and the psychology behind it that's really going to give everyone the breakthroughs.
Right.
I believe that was the question from Jonathan. So I think that's pretty much all the questions.
Okay, cool.
That's
Yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, we be here for a little while, guys. If you have any more questions or anything, I know people be coming to my inbox, I'm a family guy now. I have 2 girls, so this is the time for you to go, rock out the questions. Let us know how you feel. I can ask some questions on behalf of the people. Some people might be watching and they might feel like, hey, well, Nate, let's say someone that has an idea, man, and they really know that they can create that product, but they don't know the steps. They feel like, man, I don't know. I've never created a product before. I don't know the steps to take. I don't even know how to create. I don't even know how to put it inside of a back office. They might have problem with the technicals or whatever. What would you say to that person? But because I've spoke with a lot of people and they probably know how to do Craigslist. They might know how to do YouTube. They're getting results some way, somehow in their businesses. Or some of them, they probably not getting results, but they know down pat certain things that other people don't know, right? They probably know how to do Facebook ads, and they probably don't have maximum results with it, but they know how to do it, for understanding. And those people feel like, man, I could do a product just to teach people how to do it. I could do a product. So what would you tell those people right now that's watching this hangout?
So to really just believe in what they really want. You know what I'm saying? What you desire is what you can achieve. And so as long as you're ready to make it happen, there's nobody who can stop you at the end of the day, but yourself. If this is what you feel can take you to that next level, make it happen. Don't let nothing stop you. When I got online and I got on the phone with Jermaine Steele and I didn't have $1,000 and I went negative $1,000 in my bank account to get all into this company, people said I was stupid and dumb. But to me, that was the best decision I've ever made in my life. So whatever it is that you desire and that you want to do, let it be your vision that actually pushes you, right? And that ambition inside of you that makes it happen.
Man, that's really, really powerful, man, what you said, because what I realize is that every excuse leads you to the same place. It doesn't matter, people might have different excuses. It might be a good excuse. You might say, hey, man, I got kids, I got a mortgage, someone else might say, hey, man, this stuff is expensive. I can't afford it. It doesn't matter. What I realize in my business, right, as I see things are changing in my life and, the more stuff that can come my way to actually put some type of excuse and say, hey, Keder, man, you got 2 kids now. Do you still want to do this internet business stuff? Do you want to go another way or whatever? So you can give yourself every excuse as possible. Whatever excuse that you actually create for yourself, it will lend you to the same results as every other excuse. And it doesn't even matter. Some people might say, hey, man, I don't have the money. And that just happened to be an excuse. Like Nate said, there was a time I needed to buy a product. It was $3,500. And I sold my car. I sold my car, man. I sold my car. And the craziest thing is that a year from the time that I sold my car, man, I was able to buy my wife her dream car. So really, guys, whatever excuses that you're making right now in your head, you can really beat that. If you truly want to live the lifestyle of freedom, you truly want to build something that's going to last a long time, you truly want to get the knowledge, you gain the knowledge that's going to help you long term, create six figures, and even taking it to whatever. Because the sky is the limit. We cannot even put a tag on what your value is worth, you know? So, guys, I'm just saying, don't make any excuses. You know, you have the opportunity to change your life, you know, at whatever cost, man. You know, what I tell people, man, when I came on the internet, the reason I have to give it 200-300% is because I left everything for it. And some of you are watching right now, maybe, you know, you quit your job or you're trying this internet thing. You have nothing to go back to, you know? Do you want to go back to the 9-to-5? What was the reason why you left in the first place? You know, you just felt like, hey, man, there's something better. And guess what? There is. And that's what we're giving you tonight. That's what we're showing you tonight. We're showing you the better way. We're showing you how to get to the money. So, man, if you guys don't take action, if you're watching this stuff, man, you know, I'm telling you, there's always going to be an opportunity, but there's not going to be this opportunity, you know?
Yeah. Perfect, man. So I got people messaging me.
Cool, man. So, guys, there should be a button. You should be able to take action today. Once you do, message me or message Nate. We'll answer your questions. For some of you, maybe feel a little bit shy. You don't want to ask questions on the page. You know, we'll be able to help you. We'll be able to guide you. I mean, a 12 months program. I mean, I don't see that many people offer coaching. Usually coaching like 90 days or 60 days or, you know, a little bit less, like 30 days. But being able to work in a mastermind for 12 months, it's going to be really powerful for your upbringing. It's going to be really, really powerful for the change that you're going to make in your life. So that's all I have, man.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side.
All right, man.
Peace.
Thanks.